Good evening and welcome to the news. I'm Dinesh Rentle. Here are today's headlines. COVID-19 recovery rate improves to 94.37% in the country. The total recovered cases stands at around 22 times the number of active cases. Union Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar assures farmers that the government is committed to holding talks and resolving their issues. The nation pays homage to Bharat Ratna Dr. B.R. Ambedkar on his 64th death anniversary. An opposition congress requests state government to clear the salaries of MEECL employees. The news in detail. The country's COVID-19 recovery rate has improved to 94.37%, and India has crossed yet another significant milestone in its fight against COVID as the recovery rate has improved to 94.37%. The number of daily recoveries outnumbered the new daily cases for the ninth consecutive day today. The total recovered cases in the country stands at around 22 times the number of active cases, with a cumulative recovery of over 91 lakh people so far. The new daily positive cases continues to remain below the 50,000 mark for nearly about a month now. In the last 24 hours, nearly 36,000 new cases were reported, while nearly 42,000 people recovered during the same time span. Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar asserted that the Narendra Modi government is fully committed to the interest of farmers and will remain so in the future. He said the government is ready to hold talks with farmers to resolve their issues. The sixth round of talks between the central government and farmer leaders will be held on the 9th of December to end the deadlock over the new farm laws. The fifth round of talks to address the issues concerning the farmers was held at Vigyan Bhawan in New Delhi yesterday. The talks between them, however, could not be completed. Meanwhile, the centre has also assured that the system of minimum support price or MSP will continue and there is no threat to it. The nation paid homage to Bharat Ratna Dr. B.R. Ambedkar on his 64th Mahaparinirvan Divas or death anniversary today. A number of functions were organized all over the country to highlight the contribution of Dr. Ambedkar in nation building. Eminent dignitaries and parliamentarians offered tributes to the architect of the Constitution at his statue in the Parliament House complex in New Delhi. Opposition Congress Chief Whip P.T. Saukumi has urged Power Minister James Sangma and the state government to alleviate the economic hardships of the MEECL employees by clearing their outstanding salaries. Pointing out that the employees have been compelled to protest as their salaries are not cleared, Saukumi requested the Power Minister and the state government to kindly find out in what ways they can get the money to clear the salaries of the employees of MEECL.
Regarding with the employee of MEECL, that we have already been see that for the last 1 week, the employees of MEECL they are compelled to come to the street because for the last 2 months they have not received the salary. It is very unfortunate that I may say that this is the first time that the staff has to come out.
Public Health Engineering Minister Renington L. Tongkhar recently inaugurated the first ever coaching class in Southwest Khasi Hills district. The coaching class will be managed by the Education Cell of Maukarwat People Development Association and is aimed towards guiding and coaching students vying for DSC, MPSC and UPSC exams.
Henry kani ke jistan kani ke initiative ke kami ngayon ng stam na sini nga ay ke jikar ku ke jikar ro Bahkan gayanya serta hakaba kindom kisama kindom kiramba kibanyo pendesan freedom ni kadom ni kathaan bang pelila ni kilat ya kilenti bahai ni jihkai naik kisama juni bakin nan hakawat kam hakawat jam.
While most teenagers her age keep busy watching TV or playing games on their parents' mobile phones, a 13-year-old girl from Meghalaya has captured the fantasies and the magical world that surrounds childhood days, penning it down in the form of a book. We have a report.
Years and published after 2 years, Nayab Suhail, who is 13 years old, has turned out to be one of the youngest author of the state. Suhail is a Class 8 student studying in BSF Senior Secondary School, Shillong, and the book Flamingo in Vampirical Land is a culmination of 2 years of hard work and dedication. Suhail draws her inspiration from the writer Enid Blyton, whose children's book was something she grew up with. Her love for books has resulted in getting her books published by Notion Press Express Publishing. Her flair for writing started when she was 3 years old and her poem got published in the Telegraph newspaper Telekids. Her father is a doctor working with the BSF and her mother is a teacher at St. George's School. The book is based on the fantasy and magical world. Flamingo, the principal character of the plot, is a young witch who's preparing to contest for the world's greatest wizard contest. It described her journey in a special vessel to an enchanting land with foods never heard of before. They are enchanting spells which are bound to mesmerize the young readers.
Should inculcate the habit of reading in the children, and rather than giving them video games or mobile phones, parents should give them books to read, and it will automatically take them to a magical world. And I'm going to take out a new book, and the name of it is Gopo and the Enchanted Toadstool series.
Okay.
It's all about magic and fantasy lands. Gobo is a naughty goblin, and he discovers a magical toadstool which can fly.
Suhail's mother and father are happy that her work has been published. Her mother said that, being the only child and because of her father's work, she never had permanent friends. Hence, she purposely introduced her to the world of books and developed a passion for reading books, which ultimately turned out to be her blooming writer. Her father also informed that her essay was adjudged the best essay by the Shillong Times newspaper for the topic Things I Did During Lockdown. Her paintings and drawing have also bagged prizes in the local newspaper.
So what I've seen her works basically deals with a land of fantasy, a different kind of land. In today's world, what we see is full of hatred, corruption, violence. So when I see her writing such things, I find it gives the children of today a place where they can be away from this world of hatred and they can go into a world of imagination for some time.
I actually purposely introduced her to the world of books because she is the only child and she used to be very lonely. Mama, come play with me. And making her have this habit will turn her into a young writer. So it's really a surprise what I did.
It may also be mentioned that her stories, poems, paintings, drawings, and sketches have featured several times in the leading newspaper of Meghalaya. Bureau reports, DD News, Meghalaya.
Here's a look at the weather report in Shillong. The maximum temperature was 15.6 degrees Celsius, with the minimum temperature dropping to 8 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity in the morning was 75%, rising marginally to 82% in the evening, with rainfall measured at 0.6 millimeters. The forecast tells us Shillong and its adjoining areas will have fog and mist in the morning and partly cloudy skies later. Our news bulletin is now available live on our YouTube page. In addition to watching on television, viewers may visit the DD News Shillong YouTube channel to tune in to our daily bulletin. And for our viewers who missed out, here's a recap of today's headlines. COVID-19 recovery rate improves to 94.37% in the country. The total recovered cases stands at around 22 times the number of active cases. Union Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar assures farmers that the government is committed to holding talks and resolving their issues. The nation pays homage to Bharat Ratna Dr. B.R. Ambedkar on his 64th death anniversary. An opposition Congress requests the state government to clear the salaries of MEECL employees. Well, that's all the news we have for you today. Thank you for watching. We'll be back same time tomorrow. Have a good evening.